Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. Fuchs in the house. If anybody wants to know, that's Carl Douglas for Kung Fu Fighting. And tonight's Kung Fu Theater, Fuchs in the House Kung Fu Theater, is one I'm going to be getting rid of one of my live videos that only had a few views but years ago in regards to kung fu films. And this one's going to be a long video because I'm going to be getting rid of those movies, but I'm also my playlist. I had a kung fu theater, martial arts trailer, and I'm changing it to kung fu theater. So when I was younger, uh, and this is before cable. One of our local television stations at 10:30 on Saturdays would have Kung Fu Theater, and these would be martial art films in the 70s for the most part. And I was going to kind of stay with the 70s for that playlist, but there's some movies that are just early 80s that I'm going to be including. So anything like, I don't know if I'll go 82, but I have one here that I think made 81. So, but basically, when you could go, and that's your sound effects in the movies, it's hilarious. And then the dubbing is so bad that Fuchs in the house, it would be totally off. And I can't. I wish I could do it. Fuchs in the house. It would be something like that. It just so I decided I'm gonna do this. I don't know what it was. Recently, I just got back into kung fu martial arts films, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna bring back the kung fu theater from when I was a kid, when I was younger. Um, but yeah, 10:30 at night, local channel on Saturday nights would have kung fu theater, and then I may have to think about creature feature. They also had some. There was creature feature. I don't know if it was creature feature, but they had another one where Saturday night channel would have a book with cobwebs, and then they'd have a tarantula crawling across it, and it was. But I don't think that was creature feature. I think that was another one. But back to my kung fu movies here. So I am going to be doing trailers, but I think I'm going to be able to include some of the kung fu theater movies. YouTube, for what I was looking at, it seems like I copy and paste the links to watch the movie. Um, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do the link of the trailer and then the movie. Um, but yeah, I have quite a bit to go over here, so this is gonna be long. I don't know how this is gonna work out. I'm gonna go with the YouTube video that I'm getting rid of that talked about one kung fu theater and then some martial arts films, which basically I did say were pretty good. So see how this works out. Um, I know people are gonna be like, "Who the hell cares about kung fu theater?" But I'm just doing it, trying something different. Um, I mean, hey, they're fun movies. The choreography, uh, even some of the bad ones, you'd find a scene that was pretty decent with choreography and the fighting back then. And then as years gotten, the martial art films are pretty crazy now, and some of them kind of have an epic theme to them. But we'll go over this. Hope you enjoy it. Something different. Trying to clean up my older videos that nobody watched, or my live videos never really got views. So I may clean up some of those, but this is one of them. And this is going to be a long damn video. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, and I got to try to remember this stuff. That's the thing. So I did the review of the video that I'm getting rid of. Shaolin Chastity Kung Fu, 1981. Some bandits terrorize a town, and they're full of young people. and some monks help the young people fight the bandits. Um, I cannot. I want to say this was not that great. Again, there's some scenes with choreography, but if I remember right, this one was kind of like. But Kung Fu Theater, like I say, the film quality, when, like I say, I'll include some. Thing is, I did see one on YouTube, and it was in subtitle, and the video that they showed was a lot crisp and cleaner than the one that I saw on Tubi. Tubi Television has a martial arts category, and they got new and old. The older English dubbed, um, or the newer could be subtitles, but some of it is dubbed, but better than back in the 70s and 80s, early 80s. Next one, these are the ones that were updated, but again, I'm kind of going away from. I'll still talk about these movies down the road, but they won't be included in my Kung Fu Theater playlist for trailers. Contract Killer Hitman, Jet Li, 1998. He ends up teaming up with a con man, and there's a tournament, I guess, with assassins to find some stuff that whoever gets it gets the money. And again, these the ones I'm about to mention are decent and good to watch. An Empress and the Warrior, 2008. King gets killed. The daughter becomes emperor. The daughter is supposed to take over, but the kingdom doesn't like her, and they kind of dispose of her, thinking that she's been killed, and she comes back and in that movie. If I remember right, that kind of has a romance in it. Uh, so martial arts with romance. Warriors of Heaven and Earth, 2003. A soldier is supposed to execute a renegade soldier, and they end up having to team up to help a village. Again, another movie that's decent. Seven Swords, 2005. I did mention a Seven Swords. There's different versions. This one's from 2005, and it kind of has a Magnificent Seven kind of storyline to it with martial arts. And and these are movies I have on DVD. I don't know if for streaming wise they're out there. I just kind of can't say if they're on Tubi or anything like that. And then I guess this is where I decided to kind of get back into karate. And I was kind of disappointed in this just because of the name of the movie. I was like, okay, this could have something. Karate Girl Kick to the Groin. And it was, I was like, yeah, let's go for it. And I was kind of disappointed with it. Uh, Expecting something. There are some scenes. These two female martial artists do have some choreography scenes that are pretty decent. That they show some decent kicks that they have, but storyline, the bad guy, not so much. Uh, but this was a newer movie. Let's say 2000. Let's say 2021 maybe. But yeah, that one just didn't do it for me. Uh, then I went back to my. This is where I started going back to Kung Fu Theater. Is so that I found Magnificent Kick 1980. Ends up two sisters want to seek revenge, and they go to a master of a school, and he doesn't want to help, and so they trick some of the students to help him out. Um, Again, you gotta be into, I guess you ought to say, cheesy uh, martial arts from 19 Kung Fu Theater. Again, you have to have seen it to understand it. Um, born, Born Invincible, 1978. This one is, I think, one on the like a cult classic for martial arts, if I remember right. Basically, um, two warlords, I think, or two masters. They have it where they have an invincible body, but there's one weak point. They have to like put all their energy to have this invincible armor of them that weapons can't hurt them or anything like that. But you got to find the weak point. And again, 1978. This one's one that I would put in that you'd want it for a kung fu theater. You'd want to watch. Um, I'm going to go with the rest of the, and then I'm going to go with a mini series. But another one that's a good one to watch: Dance of the Drunken Mantis, 1979. Um, Sam the Seed. He's got a character, and he's in other movies. He's kind of a drunken master, and he fights his arch rival Rubber Legs, I think his name is. And this one's a fun movie. Um, it's got comedy involved with it, and then at halfway through the movie, his foster son, who he doesn't like, leaves and gets trained to help. Um, this one I may, like I say, hopefully I can get the YouTube video for it, but I think it's in subtitles if I remember it. Then Seven Step. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say Seven Steps of Kung Fu. I put Seven Step of Kung Fu, so sorry about that. Seven Steps of Kung Fu, 1979. My word, I forgot what this is about. Oh my word. Seven Steps of Kung Fu. Oh, they have to foil uprising against the Chinese government. There's some traitors involved, and a teacher and his student have to try to figure out who's the spy, the traitors, and that one's decent. I want to say that one probably is. And then my last one for Kung Fu Theater is One Foot Crane. An orphan girl. Her parents get killed, and for 10 years, she learns the martial art crane technique to seek vengeance. This one, the beginning, she's kind of stiff if you watch the choreography. And then I don't know if it's that they forced it on her for the beginning of the movie, but as the movie goes and the story goes, the martial arts kind of gets a little better. But the beginning fights she's you can tell that she's stiff in just the way they work it. But those are my kung fu theaters, and my last one. There's a mini series, and I'm going to lean towards this has to be the best Hallmark movie ever. The Lost Empire, The Monkey King, 2001. They say it's a Hallmark movie. So I'm going with that. This has got to be the best Hallmark movie. This is based on a miniseries with Thomas Gibson. And if you folklore Journey to the West, 16th century novel, Chinese novel. The miniseries is kind of based around it. And in the Journey to the West, a monk goes and sees turmoil and struggles. And there's a monkey king, a pig monk, and a friar that assist in the journey, which are um, characters in the miniseries. And so, again, you kind of have to. It's a little cheesy character wise, but if you're looking for something fun, I will recommend Journey to the West. I mean, the last Lost Empire, The Monkey King, 2001. They said it's on a Hallmark movie. Um, I want to say I saw this on the Roku channel. I think I'm gonna go that route. I hope I'm right. I apologize if I'm wrong. Um, but those are my movies, and this is a long video. I am I'm letting it go. So that's how we're gonna end the Fuchs style. Fuchs in the house. This been funny about today, I guess, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with the nonsense. And I had some other things I was going to talk about, but it was like, yeah, we're all in on Kung Fu Theater. And I'll be getting that playlist together. My playlists I have cleaned up. I got rid of, seemed like nobody cared about comedy. And I think I got rid of my West. The playlists are kind of cleaned up. But martial arts is going to come to Kung Fu Theater trailers. So you get a kick out of it. Something, again, before cable. This is, kind of the entertainment you got got to see. So have a good one. Lengthy video. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Have a good time. Bye.